everybody. It's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It has been a minute. It has been a long minute. And I wanted to jump in and talk about Traders because I know Traders was coming up really soon, right after the holidays. We can catch up on all the other shows I see in the chat. Hey, Bloody Money, Mr. Beast Games, Survivor, The Challenge, Amazing Race. I will give my hey, Glenda. I will give my opinion on all of that, but this live is really to talk about traders. Every year we do a fantasy league. This year they put traders on the, let me look at it, reality TV fantasy app. So if you have the app and you played with us for Big Brother and all the other Survivor, The Challenge, all those other games, Traders is on there now. Look in the chat. The code to the league is in the chat. This year we are playing for fun. This season, y'all already know the story. Y'all already know the story. I've been out of my house. I am back home, as you can see. You can see some boxes are still on the edge of my couch over there. My bonus room is different. It was green and now it is like a grayish blue. I'm not done decorating, but I am back home. And for that, I am truly happy. And one thing I must say, when you jump out of something for a second, it's really hard to jump. It's really hard to jump back in. And I have missed YouTube. I have missed social media. It has just been really hard for me to find time to jump back in because even though it took forever for me to unpack all these boxes and get back in my house, I still have so much more on my schedule to do. And I wanted to do this before the holidays because, of course, your girl is going out of town for Christmas. So we're going to talk traders, but I will be here when traders start. I'll be back home for New Year's Eve. So I'll be here for when traders start. I'll be here for Drag Race. I enjoyed Mr. Beast Games. So I don't know. I haven't watched the super trailer. I know there's a crossover. All I know is Jared from, Sarisa. Jared is going to be on there. I heard a few Survivor players are going to be on Mr. Beast Games. So I'll check it out. I can't guarantee I'm going to review it because that's a game. Really, Mr. Beast Games is a game of chance. But I do it for a couple $1 million. Look. I remember last season, Mr. Beast Games, they had $1 million in a box, and it was about 6-8 people left. And they said, we're going to split this $1 million evenly. But everybody had to draw straws and take turns to say how much they're going to say. And I think the second or the third person took like 600,000 and left like 20,000 for everybody else. Stuff like that. That's how you get to start fighting on TV. But I enjoyed it. I remember that black lady won the island, and I was really happy. I wonder how much money she sold that island for. Because what you really gonna do with a private island? You can't do nothing with it. But anyway, let's talk about the shows that I can give my quick 2 cents on, and then we're gonna move on to traders. And I'm gonna tell y'all about the fantasy league because it's a little bit different how they set it up on the app. And we're going to rock with it. We're going to roll with it. Now, let me go back up to Bloody Money's comment. I'm going to put it on the screen. And we're going to go through these real quick because a lot of them I ain't watch. Survivor 49, real easy. Only watched the first 2 episodes. And I was quickly bored, quickly uninterested. The problem with Survivor is, and I don't know if this is the case because I only watched the first 2 episodes. But once one team loses, that first team loses, and they lose that flint, and they can't cook any food or boil any water, they can't do anything. They don't have any fire. They're shivering. That first team usually goes all the way down to the last 2 or 3 until they merge or swap or whatever. And it's not fun to watch the same team keep losing and losing. Didn't somebody cry this time? So I was very uninterested with Survivor 49, and Survivor 49 also premiered around the same time it was time for me to start moving stuff from the temporary house back to my main house. The Amazing Race, the Big Brother cast. I did watch maybe the first 6 episodes of The Amazing Race. And then I just kind of fell off. But it is something that I DVR'd. I am off. I'm off into January 5th, y'all. Now, half of that time I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be out of town for Christmas. But there's going to be plenty of time I'm still off that I might catch up on The Amazing Race, but I'm not going to review it. I think if social media did not lie to me, was it Jag and his brother that won? Did Jag and his brother win after Jag just won Big Brother too? I was kind of hoping, I like Tucker. I was hoping Tucker and his brother won, or maybe Kylan and I done forgot her name. Her name is her name Taylor. Is her name Taylor? I don't know. I was hoping they won, but I'm not mad at Jag and his brother for winning, but it's kind of like y'all already won. How y'all gonna let 2 winners win again? But anyway, congrats to Jag and his brother. I did watch the Challenge 41. If you all missed it, I believe Friday night, I was on Drew's channel. Shout out to Angel Cake Entertainment. Hey, Drew. Shout out to Reality Realness with the 3 S's. Hey, Chantel. We did a panel wrapping up the Challenge Season 41, Vets versus the New Threats. And I highly enjoyed that season. Like, that was probably the one show throughout all the chaos of moving that I watched faithfully on Wednesday nights. Like, I don't care what box needed to be unpacked. I was watching the challenge. Maybe the last 2 episodes, around the time when Jeremy switched for Nany, I didn't understand, but I saw a clip of why he did it, so I understood, because so-and-so told him he was getting ready to go on elimination. And then I picked back up for the reunion, because that reunion was real good too. Look, I said this before. I feel like the challenge is getting ready to drop the ball with season 42. And as Drew said, season 42 is a make or break season for the challenge, because it might not come back. It might not come back. In season 41, these new threats, rookies, came in and gave us everything we've been looking for in the challenge for maybe the past 10 seasons. It was really, really good. I was highly entertained. The challenges were good. It seemed like everyone was a competitor. There was not just some, oh, that's a layup, that's a layup, that's a layup, that's a layup. Hell, the damn vets look like the layups to me. But no, it was a really good season. I really enjoyed it. And I hope, if the challenge wants to stick around, and I believe they do, bring back these new threats. These rookies right here, 80% of them, go ahead and put them on 42 and let them roll with another season, because they were really good. I would love to see them get another opportunity to play. I would love to see them build friendships over multiple seasons and alliances to see how new alliances would shake out. But congrats to Jeremy and Olivia. I'm not mad at Olivia for winning the thing. I think Jeremy could have equally have won this with Aviv, Michaela, any lady up there. Nany probably could have got her first win with Jeremy, truth be told. Truth be told, but I mean, it didn't shake out in the cards for her. But I'm not mad at Olivia for winning. I just wish they would stop making Michaela look like this villain that she is not, and let it go. Because I can guarantee, just enjoy your baby and enjoy your money, and let it go. Let it go. This season of the challenge, yes. Hey, Dejan. Angie, were you team Ashley or Anissa? I don't know, because I was talking to Drew and Chantel, and they put a little bit more tea that I didn't know, that it seems like Anissa started it by becoming friends with a stalker of Ashley's or something. I don't know. But based off of what I saw on the television screen, background information be damned. Based on what I saw on the television screen, I was team Anissa, because Ashley, why do you care? I can get my ass on a challenge. See, okay, it's been 10 minutes. It's been a while. I was getting ready to start cussing. I can get my ass on the challenge and say I'm the biggest, I'm the baddest, can't nobody beat me, knowing I got these 40-year-old knees. And that could be my prerogative. Let me live in my own land of delusions. Who cares if everybody on here can outrun me? Anissa knows that. We saw episode 1. We saw her holding up the rear with CT and Naya with them damn jeans on. I mean, we all know what Anissa is doing here. She's here for her check, just like Leroy there for his check. Bananas comes for his check. CT got up there with can't climb a ladder, but he showed up for his check. Let Anissa get her check and live in her land of delusions. Who cares? Who cares? So I kind of felt like Ashley went in on Anissa about her weight and not being able to win and being delusional. I thought that was team too much, but based on the background noise, we didn't see or hear everything for that fight. But when it came to Anissa versus Nany, I was 100% team Nany. Don't put me in no BS that ain't got nothing to do with me. She ain't said to me. She ain't said about me. I'm both of y'all friends. Don't put me in the middle, because if you want me to choose, I'm going to choose that way. And that's it. That's it. Sorry, but yeah, she did have a bad ankle, but we all know Michaela is a beast. Michaela is a beast. I'm going to always be team Michaela. When and if she ever shows back up, I'm going to always be team Michaela. Also, what are your thoughts with Theo versus Michaela on social media? All I see is Theo attacking Michaela on social media. Michaela be talking about any and everything else. She was talking about Survivor. And here comes Theo being extremely inappropriate to a Black woman. But I'm not going to go there with Theo. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. I said what I said on Drew's channel. I think it is very sad that these two Black people, really one, this Black man is tearing and using the most negative stereotypes towards a Black woman, all because your girlfriend is a snake in the game. Now, mind you, I ain't mad at it. I've always said when it come down to $1 million, I'm not mad at anybody for choosing themselves over their alliance. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. I'm not mad at Theo and Olivia for convincing Gabe to go into that elimination when they knew damn well Gabe wasn't going to go, but they convinced him to stake a claim to save. I'm not mad at none of that. But I'm an at-home viewer. I'm not in the mix of the emotions. We've seen Olivia snake many of people she called her good friends in this game. Michaela talking about it verbally so much, like Michaela, girl, I wouldn't care. But I do agree with Drew and Chantel. I know Michaela is not fixated on Olivia. I think the edit just probably picked every opportunity that Michaela mentioned Olivia and aired it. Every confessional she talked about Olivia, they aired it. You can't control that, but it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I'm more disappointed in Theo. I don't like he's trying to bring this Black woman down when it's not that serious. It's not that serious when you got the money. I ain't mad at what nobody said about me when I'm cashing the check. But hey, maybe he in his feelings because his girlfriend cashed the check and not him. But anyway, please give me $200K and I'm going against my alliance. Right. Your alliance is there to help you get to the end. But the alliance, everyone in the alliance knows only one of us getting this money. Hey, Davion. It has been a long time, but your girl is back. I'm getting this live out the way. So, what's tomorrow? Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve to everybody. Happy holidays, happy New Year's, because y'all probably not gonna see me again until 2026. I will be on the Drag Race panel, and I will be talking traders when they come back in 2026, I believe on the 1st and the 2nd. But I will be out of town for Christmas. So all the Christmas shout out and love and joy to everyone. Let's get into the topic at hand, and that's traders. If you missed out this year for traders, they put the game on the reality TV app that we play the challenge. So I'm sorry, I got the hiccups. Survivor. And yes, prayers for Mickey. And I'm looking at Mickey like I have Instagram up and Mickey is on my Instagram. Prayers for Mickey. I know a lot of people said whatever they had to say about Mickey, but y'all know my attention span is short. I don't even remember what Mickey did to piss everybody off on Big Brother. But at the end of the day, it's a game and her health is real life. And I don't want to see anyone suffer with their health. Be damned what they did in the game. So prayers for Mickey. If your pockets can afford it, they have a go. Just put Mickey's name on Instagram and you'll find her GoFundMe. Give her a little bit of change, whatever, if your heart desires. But at the least, we can all give her a prayer or well wishes that she recovers and get well soon. Now back to traders. If you want to play, we are not playing for no coins this year. Shout out to Davion who won last season. But I'm trying to say this nicely, just to keep it less confusing, we're just going to play for fun like we play everything else for fun. If you don't want to play, I understand. If you do, the code is in the chat. Scroll up to the top of the chat. The code is there. Put that code into reality TV app and you will set up your team. We will talk about how the game is played because it's a little bit different than the past, but it's still going to be fun. If you can't find the code in the chat, find me on Instagram, find me on Twitter, Kiss My Cheeks TV everywhere, and say, send me the code in the DMs and I will DM you the code. I will put, I think it said 10 days. We have plenty of time to get our fantasy team set up, but I won't be back on YouTube to remind you, but I will have my phone with me. So if you DM me for the code, I will get it to you. Let's talk about the rules of the fantasy game first. Then we're going to talk about the cast, what I think about the cast. And then if I have time, I will get into the Survivor 50 trailer because Dejan, you are not the first person to ask me about it, but I've only seen maybe 10 seconds. I know that the Beast is coming up and it's a Boomerang idol. It seems very celebrity driven. It seems like it's going to piss me. It seems like it's going to piss me off. It seems like it's going to be heavily catered to certain people to win with all these advantages that are just floating out of nowhere. It's giving me very Big Brother-esque. But we're going to get into it. I'll search for the trailer at the end of this. But let's get into what I can get into now. Now, y'all, it's been a long time. Let me see if I can get this share screen together. Share the screen. I want to talk about fantasy. Share. Okay, bam. This is what the league looks like. It's called Kiss My Traders. You know, I like to brand the Kiss. That's my name. So I'm trying to get into branding. I try to put a kiss into everything. For the sake of being able to share it on the computer, I have a sample team. But the team I'm playing with is I'm here for Natalie. And if anybody knows me, I love me some Natalie Anderson. And that one season, the last time we saw Natalie Anderson, she was on the challenge and she had to leave early. She was partnered with Wes. They was getting ready to run that game. Wes and Natalie, for sure. But I believe she was pregnant and had to leave. And we haven't seen Natalie. I haven't seen her on reality TV since. Natalie will be on the Traders. My team is named after her. Now, let's get into how we're going to play. First, let's get into the questions. Every week, there, I hope you all can see this. I'm going to read it if you can't. Every week, there will be 3 questions in the fantasy app. I think I'm going to change the point and make these worth higher points, because these questions, I'm just going to move my camera a little bit so I can see, are going to help you win the game. So every week before the episode starts, like you can see, episode 1 through 3 starts, is it January 8th? I didn't know it. Whatever. You got to January 8th to answer these questions. You need to know who will receive a life shield. Now, these are, unless y'all know the spoilers, these are guesses, but it will give you extra points to help you. Who will get banished and who will get murdered? We're going to see that happen every week. We're going to see a life shield, a banishment, and a murder. All you got to do is guess. Now, if you are spoiled, now we just playing for fun. So if you know all the spoilers and you want to get all the points, go for it. I don't know any spoilers. I'm playing for fun. So remember, these 3 questions every week will help you get points. Okay. Yes, I don't want to answer the question right now. So, how to play? There's a lineup. We are not drafting teams this year. This is how they set it up on the app, and that's how I'm leaving it, because I don't want to have to keep up with a spreadsheet this year. So how they're doing it on the app, the entire cast is available to you to choose from every week. You can pick 5 players to get you points every week, and you have the entire cast to choose from. The gotcha is you can only pick these people 4 times to play for you throughout the season. Now, Candace is first, so we're just going to use her as an example. Say you love the Housewives, Candace is your favorite housewife, and you want to play Candace every week. You can do that, but come week 5, it's a wrap for Candace because you done played her 4 times. So what you kind of want to do, the people who you think are going to be heavy hitters, and I'm going to show you the point system so you can kind of gauge how you will gain points. So who you think will be a heavy hitter or not. Because honestly, having a traitor on your team really don't mean anything. You getting your points for drama and voting correctly. So in the past, from past reviews, what's that man name? I can't find right here. Michael Rappaport. Everyone seems to want Michael Rappaport to go home first. He's an evil villain. He's said a lot of crazy shit on social media. I recall him trying to read Kenya, and Kenya reading him down over there on Watch What Happens Live. That was hilarious to me. I miss Kenya. But whatever. A lot of people are speculating that he's going to go home first, second, or third. He's going to go home early. If you've seen any bit of The Traitor, we're going to see him yelling at somebody. That is points, yelling, verbal fights. If you might want to play Michael first so you can get your points, the drama points first, but you know you can go ahead and play him the first couple of weeks without using up all your picks, because you know he might go home early. Now, I don't know. He could win the game for all I know. I'm just speculating off of what people have said about him on social media, wanting him to go home early. Who else do I think will be an early boot this season? Maybe Mrs. Kelsey. Because to me, in my mind, if I show up to a game show and I see the mother of Travis and Jason Kelsey, both, are they Pro Bowl? They Pro Bowlers, Super Bowl champs, MVPs of the league. Maybe I don't know that much about football. But if I see that lady show up, she is definitely not here for the money, which I am. That lady's son both can cash her a $250,000 check and they sleep. Both of them overnight. She could have $500,000, one from each son. So she's definitely not there for the money. So, Miss Kelly, I do enjoy you. I think you're a nice lady. I don't know that much about you, but she'd be my first boot off. So maybe you might want to play her in the first few weeks because you're not wasting your picks. Because for me, Candace is a heavy hitter that I think will make it towards the end and give me points towards the end. Someone like Yam Yam might slip through the cracks like Carolyn last season, but will still give me points. So I might save Yam Yam towards the end. You, you don't know, but it's the gamble of the game of picking who you think will give you the most amount of points that week. But you just got to know you can only pick that person 4 times throughout the season. Like somebody like, for me, Monet X Change. Bob the drag queen, played so good to me last season that I think it puts a target on Monet. But I think Monet can handle her own. But I think she's going to have a little bit of a target. So I might save my picks for Monet towards the middle. Like if she lasts towards episode 6, 7, 8, then I'm going to start drafting Monet. I just feel like I want to save her closer to the end, towards the middle. Same with Natalie. I don't think Natalie is going to be an early boot, but I want to save her closer to the middle. Like I want to get the early boots, grab them so I can get points from them first and save people who I think will last to the end of the game and get points for them towards the middle and the end of the game. If that makes sense. Let's look at the point structure. No, I want to cancel. Yes, go away. So, can I see it from here? Edit. I don't want to edit. No. I think I can't see it from here because I created the league on my phone. Y'all already in there. Hey, Janae and Dejan, y'all ain't waste no time. I'm trying to show y'all the points. And hey, Eric, this definitely looks different on the computer than on my phone. I might read the points off from my phone. Hold on. See, Taylor Swift just donated $1 million to the, and that's about to be that lady future daughter-in-law. She don't need no money. That lady will be the first one to get up off my game show. For real, for real. Not not because she wasn't bad enough for me. That Halloween costume was everything. But anyway, let me read y'all the point system. Let me see. Close. Let me see if I can find it on my computer. No. That's my league. I can't figure it out on the computer. Let's just read it down right here when y'all go on y'all phones. If you go to scoring, it'll show you how. Wait, I think I just saw it. Hold on. Right here. Okay. I had to just look at my phone. Okay, scoring. This is how you get points for who you pick every week. First, you got your questions. We already went over the 3 questions. Those are bonus points. Now, whoever win the season, you get 50 points. That's if. Now, you got to think about who you think might win the season because you can't, remember, you can only pick a person 4 times throughout the season. You mess around and use that winner pickup 4 times, episodes 1 through 5, and now they end up winning the game and you can't even pick them at the end. You really got to strategically think about your picks because I got a winner pick in my mind. And I ain't going to tell it to y'all. Y'all don't tell it to me. But that winner pick, you gotta kind of save to the end, because if you use them 4 picks and it's time for the winner and you out of picks, you out of them 50 points. Same for the runner up. If you survive each episode, if you pick somebody and they don't get banished or murdered, you get an extra 10 points that week. Now, there are negative points. If you leave, I feel like I can adjust these. If you have a family emergency and you have to leave, that's -5 points. If you vote incorrectly at the round table, that's -10 points. So don't be picking nobody. Who was that last season that they said voted incorrectly every time but 2? It wasn't Larsa Pippen, was it? I don't know who it was last week pissing me off, and they voted wrong every week. It's going to mess you up this season if you pick that person. They're going to get you -10 points. If you draft somebody and they happen to get banished that episode, that's a -10 points. But you never know. Some people, you be looking at the previews and you think they go on the next week and they don't. It's really all up to the strategy. So here's the drama points. A physical altercation is +30. I don't think Traitors is that kind of show. And I think if somebody gets into a physical altercation on Traitors, they're going to be gone. So it's still a +30 if they do. Well, that's my mama. I'll call her back. Matter of fact, let me put this phone on Do Not Disturb before it mess me up. I don't know how to put the phone on Do Not. They done did something to my phone. There it go. I'm going to have to call her back. It done messed me up. I can't even put it on Do Not Disturb no more. Okay. So if you cry, like to me, I think a crier will be Candace and them triangle ass Kleenexes. When Candace gets to crying, that's +15 points. Stating the prize money or saying what they would do with the prize money is +10 points. I feel like anybody episode 1 to get you them 10 points. Saying in this game, at the end of the day, I love to say at the end of the day. If I ever get on this game show, y'all better put me on y'all fantasy team, because I will say at the end of the day about 20 times a day. Anybody who says they're frustrated, those are all +5 points. In the romance department, do we really see romance on Traitors? No, but if by chance somebody want to get naked, you get 15 points. If somebody starts talking about going back home and a husband or wife back home, you get a +5 points. I feel like a lot of people will talk about their children and their partners. So those are easy 5 points. We already said if you get banished. Who will get banned? Oh, that's one of the questions. Oh, I'm crisscrossing. Back to competition. If you get a life shield, you get 15 points. If you vote correctly, you get 15 points. Now remember, if you vote incorrect, that's -10 points. But if you vote correctly at the banishment person, that means you voted for the person that got banished, 15 points. If somebody votes for you to be banished, that's -1 points. That's for your team. Now I'm pulling names. Say we got Tiffany, Ian, Rob and his podcast, Natalie, and that Michael Rappaport person. Say you playing them 5 people and Tiffany get 2 votes, but Michael is the one that get banished. You still getting them -2 points. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. If you get an injury, that's -5 points. If you get murdered, that's -10 points. If a contestant just ups and quits, that's -50 points. I would hope, hey, Abby, you voting for everybody black, me too. Well, I can't tell that lie, because it's a couple of non-melanated people this season that I do enjoy, that I will be drafting on my team. But if they up and quit the game, that's -50 points. Now back to the drama points. Verbal altercations. I expect all them housewives to get into some verbal fights. So that's 25 points. Oh, I didn't know that was 25 points. But you might do It might do you a favor to put a housewife or two on your team every week because they gonna get into some, especially that Portia and Candace. I expect for them to fight every week. But remember, you can only pick somebody 4 times throughout the season. If by chance the person you pick is the first person to arrive at breakfast, that's 10 points. That is a gamble of 10 points because how we gonna know who's gonna come through that door first? If they say big moves at this point or 100, those are more scenes that will give you 5 points. Back to the romance. If people kiss or again mention their kids or partners, you get points. I don't see nobody kissing on this show, but it could happen. It could happen. Okay, those are the rules. Again, the code to fantasy is at the top of this chat. If you want to play, we're playing for fun. Grab that code. I just went over all the point systems. You don't have to draft a team, but you do have to pick 5 people from the entire cast every week in your lineup, but you can only pick a cast person 4 times throughout the season to get you points. They said they're going to drop the first 3 episodes in 1 week. That's what the app said. The app said the week 1 of points are going to include the first 3 episodes. So it's going to be a lot of points going on week 1 because it's going to be a lot of murders, banishments, a lot of shit talking, all that. Week 1. Because it's going to be 3 episodes worth of points. And after that, I think it's 1 episode a week. So, but remember, you can still only pick the person 4 times throughout the season. That's going to be kind of hard because I would pick somebody like Natalie every week, but you can't. You can't. Let me stop sharing that. I got to share my screen again so we can talk about the cast. Then we're going to get out of here. I'm not doing too bad. I'm getting back into the groove of this. I ain't gonna lie and say I'm gonna come back and talk about something tomorrow because that'll be a lie. It's Christmas Eve and I gotta pack my bags. But I will be back when Traitors starts and when Drag Race starts. Let's see. Here we go. So this is the cast of Traitors, I believe season 4. I'm excited. Like, I really do enjoy this cast. It's a lot of people that I'm excited to see play. Some people I don't know, but let's just go through it. Didn't Dorinda go home first last season? They brought Dorinda back. Do y'all think we're going to have some surprise guests in the forest like Wes, Rob, and Derek last season? Are we going to have some surprise guests in the forest this year? I don't know, but if we don't, I'm still happy with this cast. Dorinda, I don't watch her franchise of the Housewives. Let me see what it is. It don't even say. It just say Housewives. Maybe she's Beverly Hills. I don't know, but she seemed kind of spicy from being pissed off, being left on that log last season. So I'm assuming they're giving her was it Kate Chastain? Like they felt like Kate was kind of spicy, but got cut short. So they bringing Dorinda back. I don't know, but good luck, girl. My girl, Natalie Anderson. Y'all already know I love Natalie from Amazing Race. Then she went over there to Survivor. And then she tried to dabble her toe into the challenge. I really just love Natalie Anderson. I'm going to always root for her to win. We got my girl Tiffany from Big Brother. She is the creator of the cookout. I don't care who won that season. It was Tiffany's strategy to come up with the cookout and to have everyone in the cookout have a number 1 so that they can easily float through this game. And if they ever got put on the block with their number 1, the non-melanated number 1 would go home. That's ultimately, my opinion, what lost the game for Tiffany, because I understand why she did it. We got our first Black winner ever in Big Brother because of it. But if she would have gone back on it, Tiffany probably could have won the game. But we'll never know. But shout out to my girl Tiffany. I would love to see her win Traitors. Candace, let's just go ahead and wrap Candace and Portia up in a bow. They're both from the Housewives. They have friction with each other. It's rumored that they were had friction on this show, and I can't wait to see it. We saw them on the Ultimate Girls Trip, not really get along. I'm gonna be Team Candace for right now because Portia friends with Giselle, and I just can't trust people who like Giselle. I just can't do it. I know people who get along with Giselle, I kind of look at sideways. So I'm gonna always be Team Candace. Um, I can't wait to see what they do, but I'm telling y'all, you want some of them verbal points, some of them drama points. We need to pinpoint what week Candace and Portia gonna get into it and ride it out. Just ride it out. Lisa, I think she's Beverly Hills. I don't really know. I ain't watched Beverly Hills, so I don't really know how she is to know how she would be in the game. But for the most part, the housewives outside of Sheree have always entertained on this show. I mean, even Robin gave a little bit. Sheree, what's wrong with you? Anyway, Carolyn is from Ladies of London. I thought this was Carolyn from the Housewives of Dubai. Maybe I don't know this lady. Is this the same Carolyn, Ladies of London, Housewives of Dubai? Either way, I might know her, I might not. I don't know Mara from Love Island. Have we had Love Island on Traders before? Think. Go ahead and put Olandria and Nick on there next year. Y'all saw Shelly and Ace broke up. Did they ever really get together? Kristen from Top Chef, I believe she's now the host of Top Chef. I remember her season when she was cooking. I just can't watch food shows like that because I'll be hungry and I can't ever replicate the recipe. So it's like, what am I sitting here watching them make this food that I can't taste, can't recreate? Sitting here thinking about a Domino's, a mess. I think she's a great leader. You have to be a great leader as a chef. So I think she will speak up more. And I can't wait to see how she sniffs out the game. At the end of this, we're going to guess in the chat who we think will be traitors. I already said what I had to say about the Kelsey mama. Go ahead and go home and lay on your bed of money, ma'am. Wasting our time on this good game show. Who is Tara? A skater? I don't know her, but good luck. Monet, I'm always here for Monet. I got to figure out the week. Oh, they had the white boy from Love Island last year. Who? Because I see Rob, who loves snakes, on here this year. Who was the white boy from Love Island last year? He must have went home early. I don't remember. Janae. I need to figure out the week that Monet is gonna pipe up because that's the week I'm gonna start putting Monet in my lineup. I feel like I could rock with Monet week 1. But I'm hoping she doesn't come out the gate like Bob the drag queen, so they won't be like, oh, she might be a traitor because they had Bob was it, I'm hoping she kind of lay low and then pop out. But I don't know. I feel like I might could rock with Monet week 1. I might dabble my toe and use Monet week 1 and then take her back out and see how she do. Now, y'all know I love Rob and his podcast. I found out that's Chantel Boss. I didn't know Chantel was over there on Rob and his podcast. I forgot to ask her what show. Y'all know what show Chantel does? It must be Love Island. No shade to Rob and his podcast. I enjoy it. But it's too many shows and them lives be too long. I only watch him and Stephen Fishback talk about Survivor. It's my favorite Survivor podcast. I don't care. I love to hear them break down the game, and I love it. So he is a breaker downer analyst. He's one of those that people go to for people to watch these shows and kind of break down the strategy. And it's always easier to do watching it because hindsight is 2020. I want to see how Rob does in the game. again, because you know he played Survivor. So I'm excited to see Rob. I definitely think he's gonna pipe up. I think everyone is probably gonna know him from him and his podcast. It could just be me being a Survivor nerd, and I know Rob in his podcast, but all the Survivor players are gonna know him. All the Survivor players are gonna know each other. Um, will they become an alliance? I'm sure the Big Brother, because he covers Big Brother too. So will they? Because him and Taryn do Big Brother. It could be a Survivor Big Brother thing going on. We'll see. Yam Yam won Survivor again. He gives me a Carolyn vibe. I always said Carolyn should have won that season, but just like over here, people don't take her seriously. I think Yam Yam is a people person. He's gonna be like a Sari vibe where people will gravitate to him and just natural conversation, just natural friendships away from home. I think Yam Yam will get those friendships, and I think he will make it deep into the game. I would like to see him be a traitor too, but we ain't there yet. Ian, another Big Brother genius. Him and Rob definitely know each other. I don't know if this game for him, because you remember it's kind of like Dan. Dan didn't do too well on. Dan didn't do good at traders at all. It all depends on how Ian approaches the game. That's yet to be seen. Rob from Love Island, who loves the snakes. Berkey was on here. He was, because I said, who is Berkey's agent? Getting him all these shows. Okay, so we did have Love Island on here. So we have Rob. I don't really care for Rob. I really don't. I mean, he might kiss somebody and get you some kissing points. I don't. I ain't never get the hype over the Snake Man, but somebody must like it because we keep seeing him. I don't know this Colton person. Don't care. Mark from Dancing with the Stars. I just love his curls. I don't know his personality, but I'm willing to get to know it. Steven from One Tree Hill. I ain't watched that show. Steven looks like Rob, whatever. Ron the comedian. I know him. Was he in Hot Tub Time Machine? I ain't watched that movie, but I keep seeing the clips on TikTok. Sorry, sir. I know I probably should know everybody black, but I don't. I don't know him, but I'm gonna root for you. I might not. I gotta test him out week 1. I don't know if he doesn't give me the drama for the fantasy points. Like, you really do gotta load your team up with the drama. Eric is a songwriter. He can go home first. Johnny, yes. He's going to give you some drama. He's definitely going to give us some good banishment table moments. I like Johnny. Can't wait to see him play. And again, I'm not familiar with the evilness that Michael Rappaport has spewed out over social media. A lot of people hate him. A lot of my trader panel, I think all my trader panel friends hate him. But if anything, he gonna try to read. But Candace or Portia and Tiffany, Natalie, all the housewives about to shut him down. He gonna try to read, but they gonna Kenya him right together. I'm sure they will. And they probably will get him out sometime between episode 1 and 3. So that's the cast. They should bring Bananas back on season 5. Should they? No. Let Bananas play it and he lost. He played and he lost. Somebody has to go home first, just like Reza. Reza played and he lost. Gone over there to House of Villains. Hey, Zuda. Yes, we're finally back. Angie is Kiss My Cheeks is back. I am going to be gone again into the new year, but I am back. Now, real quick for everybody here, put it in the chat. Who do you think will make good traders this season? They usually start out with 3 or 4? They started out with 3, and then Rob became a trader from the jungle. I forgot. Once the season over, I forget. But let's just pick 3. I think 4 becomes too messy. If we had to pick 3 traders, off top, it can't be Monet. It cannot be Monet. Monet has to be a faithful. Natalie, Tiffany, Yam Yam, that's too much Survivor and Big Brother. They got to spread it out, Dejan. But those I wouldn't be mad at. Let's start with my girl, Natalie. Do I want her to be a traitor or a faithful? I feel like the advantage is to always be a traitor because you only have to worry about banishment. I would love to see Natalie be a traitor. Candace, Candace is a good actress. I've always said everything that I have seen Candace act in, she has done a good job. I have not been mad. And Candace can hold her own at the round table. She is not, she's gonna give you Phaedra like moments. She's not gonna shake when you call her out. She gonna come back for you. My pick, let me just pick because I know they ain't gonna have too many melanated people up in their turret thing, because that's what it's called, the turret. They ain't gonna have too much melanin up in there. So I'm gonna go ahead. I want to see my girl Tiffany be a traitor. I want to see Rob and his podcast be a traitor. And Tiffany, Rob, I don't know. This is a hard one because there's a lot of people that I would love to see be a traitor. I would love to see Johnny be a traitor. And then I would love to see old girl Top Chef be a traitor. It'd be funny they make Mama Kelsey a traitor. There's been a rumor out there that Dorinda and Donna get into, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't, Bolt Corpse, I don't believe it at all. I don't believe anyone is getting up on this Peacock television fighting Mama Kelsey. She'll be ruined. You getting up here fighting future mother-in-law of the Swifties? That's like coming up on TV fighting Beyonce mama. No, man. No, man. That's career suicide. I don't think so. But that's 30 points. Some people getting there rumbling, that's 30 points. But I don't believe it. Tiffany, Monet, and Michael. I don't see them making Michael. Kristen, Candace, that would be 4 lady traders. Kristen, Candace, and Donna. Kristen, Candace, and Donna. And then throw Rob and his podcast in there just so you can have one guy. I wouldn't be mad at that. Who said that? Janae? Kristen, Candace, Donna. Because I think Candace and Kristen would throw Mama Kelsey under the bus real quick and real fast. I'm telling you. We're about to start. I don't want to see another season where the traders start exposing each other. Like, don't do that. Last season was a mess. It was a mess. Chris, I wouldn't be mad at that, but I kind of want Natalie to be a traitor. What you say, Zuda? Tiffany, Lisa, and Candace. Lisa who? Rena? I could do Tiffany, Candace, and maybe Ian. No, that's too much Big Brother. I would say Ian. What about Steven from One Tree Hill? Or Tiffany, Candace, and Johnny? I don't know. I would love to see Rob in there. I want to see Rob. Which Rob? You got to, I'm just going to assume you mean Rob and his podcast because we ain't really thinking about Snake Rob from Love Island. Yes. They need to change the format though because I'm so sick of the gamers getting put out first. True. care. They need to get the life shield. Um, they should have one of the questions for week 1 be who will be a traitor. I wonder if I can edit the questions and make, because we don't know who the traitors will be. And I'm gonna see if you, again, DM me for the code if you want to play fantasy. It's at the top of the chat if you want to scroll to the top of the chat. Remember to answer the 3 questions every week for extra points. I'm going to see if I can edit the questions for week 1 for you can get 10 points if you can guess every trader. I don't know. I would love to be able to see if we can guess who the traders were. They might make the traders all quiet people, like maybe this Eric person, Mara, and Tara, and let all the heavy personalities fight it out as faithfuls. That would be funny too. That's why I only want one gamer as a trader and the rest non-gamers. I agree, but then you run into the risk of the gamer leading the turret and all the non-gamers being followers. So I want a little bit of drama in the turret, but I don't want them to expose each other. Like, I really want them to get the faithfuls out. That's the point of the game. I guess the point of the game is to get the traders out, but I don't want the traders going after traders. You can get put out with the you can. The life shield only saves you from the murders. You can still get banished. I forgot. I forgot. Oh well, this is gonna be a good season. I don't think that would happen because the non-gamers are feisty and bold. You put somebody like Portia and Candace. I don't want to see Portia and Candace be traders because I know it's gonna be another last season. It's gonna be another last season where the traders go after each other. Portia better bring something besides outfits. I'm telling you. She better bring something to this show besides some cute outfits and some cute wigs. I know she gonna get on Candace nerve if she don't do nothing else. But shout out to my girls Natalie and Tiffany being on the show. I can't wait to see them play. Hey Zaki, I know it's been a long time, but I am back. I did a quick Traders Live. I'm about to sign off, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm about to order something to eat. I am off today, and I gotta call my mama back. She worrying me about. She found the. Y'all know that injectable Cajun butter. She worried me about this injectable Cajun butter. I guess she found some, and she found some cornbread dressing. Okay, I don't have to bring anything with me. Great. What was I saying, Mama? I'm about to get off of here, but shout out to everyone that did not unsubscribe, because I think throughout this whole process of being at that temporary house, my last temporary house did not have the best Wi-Fi, so I just quit going live. Thank y'all, because that means y'all really enjoy my content and y'all really believe that I was coming. I was coming back. I was telling the truth. But you always say, I'm coming back, and you don't never come back. People are like, unsubscribe. Y'all rock with me. Y'all stay with me. It was only 3 people, and I'm going to get y'all 3 back. Because your girl is back. Go ahead and hit subscribe again. But thank y'all for sticking with me. I will do Survivor 50. I have not watched Survivor 49. I only watched the first 2 episodes. I don't even know which one won. All I saw was Rizzo versus, was it Rizzo? Is that his name? Rizzo and Savannah are going to be on season 50. And one of them was the winner. So I don't even know which one won. And I might have got the T wrong. I really don't care about Survivor 49. Portia better not be like, I can see Portia being like Sheree. I can see Portia showing up, kind of being like Carolyn. I don't think Portia is the dummy. I think Portia plays dumb for the cameras, for her image. Like, I can't remember that lady's name, but I watched a documentary about this white lady back in the day who was extremely talented, extremely smart, but she had a banging body and was beautiful. It was damn Detective Benson mama. What's her mama name? And her name ain't Detective Benson, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Olivia Benson's mama from SVU. And she just got so much fame from being ditzy and beautiful because her body was beautiful. She had a beautiful face, and they call them pinup girls. Was her name Billie Eilish? No, that's that new girl, white girl singer. Whatever. Oh, Savannah won. Okay, congratulations. That's what I think of Portia. I think Portia's image is like a pinup, and it's easier for her to play dumb and make money than to play intelligent and make money. I don't know, but I don't think Portia is dumb, but I think she will get on here acting dumb to last long in the game. And just boop, 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 look at my ass, look at my outfit, go naked wigs. And them new wigs she had on Drew and Cynthia was cute. I might have to buy one. Because y'all know next year I'm going to try a little wig journey to give my edges a break from these braids. Lord have mercy. But we're going to see what Portia give. I ain't expecting too much. Matter of fact, I don't even want Portia on my team because I could see her voting wrong just for the hell of voting wrong and getting me negative points. I ain't got time to fool with Portia and my fantasy team. Are you going to give your final review for the challenge as well? I did that on Drew's channel, Angel Cake Entertainment. Me, Drew, and Chantel gave our final thoughts about the challenge. And at the beginning of this live, I kind of talked about the challenge for 5 minutes. The most I will say about season 41 of the challenge, bring all of the new threats back. Bring at least 80% of them back. Give them another opportunity to play, another opportunity for them to gain some fandom. I think they are the new faces of the show. I really enjoyed season 41, and I want to see where they can take this further. Because all of them were good competitors. All of them was messy. All of them was full of drama. None of them was really scary. Some of them was a little bit scary. They talked their shit, but when it was time to vote, they got scary. But you know, it is what it is. It's the game. And I enjoyed it. And I would love to see them play again. And quit bringing Norris and Horacio back up. They could stay where they at. And I said what I said. Anyway, I'm a mess. We right at an hour. Let me stop sharing. We right at an hour, so I'm about to get off of here. Oh, let me go watch. Yes, go over to Angel Cake Entertainment. We did about an hour, maybe a 2-hour live. And I came in second. I thought I lost the fantasy league with me, Drew, and Chantel. I thought I straight up lost, but I came in second. So I'm kind of proud of that. And we had a good time. And we already said we'll be back for season 42. It might be a couple of months before season 42 is ready, but we've already said we'll be back for season 42. But all of that is over on Angel Cake Entertainment. Shout out to Drew. Shout out to Chantel. You haven't watched him in so long. Drew to me is the challenge. Kind of like, I would say Robin, his podcast is Survivor, but Robin, his podcast does so many other shows. But like, when you want the challenge content, I think of Angel Cake Entertainment. And he has all kind of recaps, historical deep dives. I hate playing trivia with them. They be knowing all the good trivia, but it's fun. Every time I'm with them, I have a good time. So yes, please go check out Angel Cake Entertainment for our end of the season wrap up on the challenge. And who knows, I am not going to be a liar and say I will try to come back tomorrow, because I probably will not. I have to pack, and then I will be out of town for the actual holidays, and then I will be back in time for New Year's Eve. But then, you know, I'm going out to party New Year's Eve. I already got my table. I already booked my table. So I'll be back on the 1st, but I'm off into January 5th. So I'll be back in the new year talking about the new shows. Maybe in the new year, I might do a challenge talk. We'll see, but it won't be until after the holidays. But with that said, thank y'all again for all the love and support for rocking with me while I was rebuilding my kitchen from the kitchen fire. I am back home. Thank you all so much for your prayers, well wishes, all of that. And this is my new space. I have not put all my pictures on the wall. I don't know if you can see that big ass mirror I got in the back, but I haven't finished decorating my office, but I am back home, back in my office. So love y'all. Please like, comment, share. Go ahead and subscribe. Your girl is back. And I will holler at y'all later. Happy holidays and happy new year. Bye, y'all.